Welcome to my channel once again, guys. Today we will see an overview of the Niagara Falls that is located between the USA and Canada. The Niagara River divides the USA and Canada right in the middle of the Niagara River. This is the Rainbow Bridge. This is the Niagara River that passes through upstate New York of USA and Montreal and Toronto at the Canada side. And we are taking an activity of the midst of the mist. This is one of the popular activity that you must take it if you visit the Niagara Falls. This is the observation point or the observation tower from the USA side. Since we live in USA, so we can visit only and view only from the USA side. We cannot travel, so there is high risks to pass through the Canadian side. Anyway, it looks good and the views is spectacular from the USA side as well. So this is the boat that we are supposed to take, and right on the top of the boat, the buildings that behind are the Canadian side. And the river is quite vast. It's fantastic. So we start sailing towards on the riverside, and before going through that, I will show you how the Niagara rivers and where it is located on the God Islands of the Niagara Falls city of the USA side as well as of the Canadian side. Both Canada and USA call it the Niagara Falls city. And then the waterfall is the Niagara Falls, as well as it's the name of the city, as you already know it.
I don't know, but the rock, because of the rock, maybe it looks like that. Huh? Because there are lots of rocks, and it is not that deep.
Because of this, they can able to shut down the American Fall.
Oh.
So someone think that is some water flow share reduce the rock neighbor. At daytime they will release it again.
Okay.
There is a dam in this Niagara Falls, on the Niagara rivers. The dam is only half. That is on the Canadian side. Probably the Canadian government constructed the dam so they cannot extend it towards the USA side. So it is called as International Control Dam. They control the flow of the water at night as well as daytime, so they can manipulate the amount of water. And the water usually is it pours out from the lake area that is located across the Buffalo City or the Buffalo County of the USA. But all these lake are connected through the glaciers that originate from Canada. Therefore, there is a continuous flow of glacier water, and probably this glacier water makes the Niagara rivers. The river is not so deep from my view as far as I see, because there are bed of rock below. That means there is no absorption much of water, and it can produce much water until unless there is a continuous supply of water from the glacier. That's my theory.
Black color kharap hoy raha ba. Para se patre se na.
Look how wide it is. Some car ka mga pumpa se hal na se ba daga gari ta si tham se.
So if you visit the Niagara Falls, whatever activities happens, it happens on the God Islands. There are two important activities that you must see. That is the midst of the mist, that which I'm going to explore it, as well as Cave of the Wind. The Cave of the Wind is right below the observation point that I have shown here. As well as the firework, Lightshow and the firework that happens around 9 p.m. means when it becomes dark. Otherwise, Lightshow doesn't make sense. So in this video, we will see the midst of the mist slightly, and mainly of the Lightshow and the fireworks that takes place at the Niagara Falls. The Lightshow is performed by the Canadian side because they can project the light from their side, since most of the waterfalls are located on falls on the USA side, so the water reflects. If they project the light from their side, it reflects well, and the view is spectacular, fantastic. Therefore, they do generously from their side.
Oh, okay.
He didn't bother me.
Margit, police station. Oh.
Waterfall kat orang pun tu.
Right.
Parah pun ni nak. Sating pun ni kamu ni.
Alright. So this is the dam. On the top of the rock, the water is flowing on the rock. These are rocky mountains.
It is a spectacular water. The international control dam, as you can see. It looked like bridge to me, but anyway, it's a bridge, but it is a dam that can control the flow of water. That means there is a door that you can regulate it. This is during the evening, as I walk through while we wait for the firework. Therefore, I go through the God Island to walk around and see the Niagara rivers and the waters and the islands. There are numerous small islands, just not the God Island. Three Sister Island, Three Brothers Islands, for example. But this is now the night view. So this is the light, so now it is looking fabulous. You can see multiple colors are projected from the Canadian side, and then the water reflects the light. It gives a beautiful view. The waterfall is estimated to be around 50 feet high, and the water that falls from it generates a huge fall that can rotate a turbine. I hope if one person falls from this 50 feet high, I think the person will not survive, because below it there's a bed of rocks are lying there. This is the Canadian side, so very beautiful. Their observation tower. the Niagara City of the Canada.
Canadian site observatory for the Niagara Falls.
On the American Falls here, the lights go on the falls till like 12 midnight, 1 in the morning. The light over there, over there on the Ocean Falls. So if after the tour, if you decide you want to go out, if you have passports, you want to go out on the Baby Bridge and watch the lights from there, you can also get a really good view. See, the best view. Right? You down with that? You just cool setting up the roof fireworks? Okay. Well, I mean, it's synchronized though. So you're going to get the feel for the bump. We're going to check you a few minutes before the fireworks. And then at 10 o'clock, you just touch right there, the fireworks will start going off, okay? All right? So, look. Now look down. Now look down.
In a moment, there will be fireworks that will be shoot up in the sky. So they shoot up at 10 o'clock exactly, 10 p.m. local time. So if you want to, it is free. But if you want to see, you go to that location of the God Island, close to the Cave of the Wind. The Cave of the Wind entry is charged $30 to $40 per adult. However, the fireworks is you can see it free of course in open space. But if you go to a certain location where there is a railing over there, the horseshoe shape near the waterfalls, it gives the best view. So we are taken into that. We don't know before, but we don't know. So if you want, you can see every 10 p.m. local time at night, the Lightshow is performed.
Rochester has like this too, but they're not as quiet.
This is what we call waterfall.
The other one was the
Waterfall, I already see waterfall, not the waterfall that I have seen, small waterfall.
She pressed the right button.
This is the warning sign that a Lightshow is about to begin, or a firework is about to begin. But just signal P when you firework already, I don't know. So that they got attention and they gather and pay attention to the firework. To Miami humidity.
It has like all this brickwork on it. It blocks that perfect camera shot, right? And the reason for that is a temporary truss bridge. It's been there for 25 years. I wouldn't say it's very temporary. It's been there for 25 years. Stone bridge, the arch bridge, below it.
Light projection from the Canadian side, the light project. Probably the light colors they keep changing. Red, green, blue. Let them change down. You seem to reflect the water reflects it.
I was so.
Diwali sa mga. Happy Diwali.
they paid for it. We didn't. So thank you, Canada.